Now, former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence has said that he will consider testifying before the Congress committee investigating last year's Capitol attack if he received an invitation to do so.
If there was an invitation to participate, I would consider it, but you've heard me mention the Constitution a few times this morning. Under the Constitution, we have three co-equal branches of government. And any invitation to be directed to me, I would have to reflect on the unique role that I was serving in as Vice President. It would be unprecedented in history for a Vice President to be summoned to testify on Capitol Hill. But as I said, I don't want to prejudge. If there's ever any formal invitation rendered to us, we'd give it due consideration.
Aides to Pence, who have already testified before the panel, have said that the former President Donald Trump pressured then Vice President to overturn his 2020 election defeat. Pence has said he believes Trump was wrong to think that Vice President had the power to reverse the election outcome. So far, the Congress committee has not publicly extended an invitation to Pence. If they do, it would be unprecedented in U.S. history for a Vice President to be summoned to testify on Capitol Hill. The Congress committee is probing the events of the January 6, 2021, the developments and causes which led to violence here, including then President Trump's role in the riot. Now for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
While former Vice President Mike Pence said on Wednesday that he would give, quote, due consideration should he be formally invited to testify before the January 6th committee, he also hinted at potential executive privilege issues, saying he would have to reflect upon his unique role as vice president. Those close to Mike Pence believe that these comments should be taken with a grain of salt. And much of the information related to his experience on January 6th has already been shared by his former chief of staff and also his lawyer, who have already testified in full. And it's not clear how much more information the former vice president would be able to provide to the January 6th committee should he testify, whether in public or private. Members of the January 6th committee have not commented on these recent statements made by the former vice president. He made these comments in New Hampshire, which is a common stop for candidates who are thinking of making a run for office, in Mike Pence's case, possibly 2024 for a presidential run. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION. World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.